Hi, everybody. David Essel here, and I have some really exciting, passionately exciting news to share with you in the world. And as I'm talking, if you want to comment below, feel free to share these videos, please. We're giving this away for free. We want people to heal in the world of addiction and alcoholism. Our country has failed us miserably. I mean, miserably. The programs that are working right now are not working. The average success rate of treatment centers and group work is about 10%, which means they're having about a 90% failure rate. And we have created a new M field in regards to addiction and alcohol recovery. And I'm fired up. For 43 years, I've been in this industry. 30 years, we've been helping people get sober. #1 best-selling author, counselor, executive coach, and more. And the first time I've heard about M fields were in the 80s with David Hawkins' book, Dr. David Hawkins' book, Power versus Force. And he gave this great explanation about M fields and attractor patterns and everything that I'm going to share with you today. So an M field is an attractor pattern, and an M field is usually something where that people have said this cannot be done, X cannot be done, Y cannot be done. The example he gives in the book that I think is absolutely brilliant is when Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile in running. Before he broke that 4-minute mile, it was widely agreed upon by scientists, experts, physiologists, etc., that the human body was not built to run a mile under 4 minutes. Roger Bannister didn't believe it. He shattered it. He created a new M field. And shortly after he did that, the world started catching up with him. And then there was one person and the next that broke the 4-minute mile. It happens all the time. But in our society, it can be very slow to break an M field or to shatter an old one and to begin a new one because we buy into mass consciousness. You know, in our brand new program, Permanent Alcohol and Life Recovery, this is the new M field. And not only do we believe it's true, because I've been teaching this for 30 freaking years, for God's sake, and helping people that never thought they could get recovered from drugs or alcohol addiction that have and have gone on to be profoundly powerful in this world, but also to prove that we have created a new M field. With our book and our program, we have 2 treatment center owners, and there's many more coming on board, that are telling us that we believe in your program more than any program we've ever seen before. That your program, David, is so revolutionary that there's nothing been out there that has reached the core that you're teaching us. The Rob Hanley, who is the editor-in-chief of Recovery Today magazine, gave us an endorsement of the book that said David Essel is the new pioneer in the world of alcohol and addiction recovery. So we've already shattered the old M field. What was the old M field? Once you're an alcoholic, you're always an alcoholic. Once you're an addict, you're always an addict. It's not your fault that you're an alcoholic. It's your genes. It's a disease state. Those are all false promises, false statements, and we prove it in our book because we have millions of people that have recovered completely without anything to do with genetic manipulation. We have people that were once an alcoholic, like myself, that have never touched it again, and we've gone through hell. When you create a program for recovery where someone like myself loses their mom and dad who they love desperately after a 4-year horrendous, watching them die for 4 years, and not at one time did it ever pop into my head I could have a drink to minimize the stress, to minimize the sadness, to minimize the grief, to minimize the trauma of watching my parents die. That's a new M field. That proves that once an alcoholic, you're not always an alcoholic. Once an addict, you're not always an addict. I can be very passionate, and I am very passionate, but I'm so passionate about this subject because there are millions of families destroyed right now because of alcoholism and addiction. There's millions of careers cut short because of alcoholism and addiction. There's so many marriages destroyed over alcohol and addiction. We needed to create a new M field. We have. Follow us. Go to davidessel.com. Go to talkdavid.com. Go to Amazon and buy the freaking book, for God's sake. We have created a new M field. It's going to be the way the future is. I'm not being arrogant at all. When you look at the cover of the book and you see treatment center owners endorsing what I'm doing and saying that there should be nothing else that we need other than David Essel's program, that's not coming from David Essel. That's coming from experts in the field that now understand complete recovery is possible. When you read the endorsements from clients in the book that never thought they could get clean and sober that did, that's the new M-Field. Join us, won't you? Share this. Join this M-Field. Read the book. See what we're talking about. It is powerful, and I am so proud to be a part of this new movement. There are millions of people that are going to be behind us in a heartbeat, pushing and pushing and pushing this program because it works and because it goes against the grain of what we've accepted. And what have we accepted? We've accepted that people are going to constantly relapse. We've accepted that addictions are there for life, that alcoholism is there for life. We've accepted that it's not your fault. It is your fault. It was my fault to keep the addictions going, for God's sake. Let's wake up. Join us, won't you? We're going to have a blast as we change the world of addiction and recovery forever. I'm David Essel. Visit me at talkdavid.com or davidessel.com. Have a great day.